This is gonna be fun. Ooh. Let's get this over with. Star Wars. Yet again. Well, fuck. Alright, guys, gals, and everything in between. So I'm here today to review for you Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, which is allegedly the last of the Skywalker saga, if you will, of the main storyline of Star Wars, which is Disney's excuse of saying, we're going to crank this out until nobody watches these anymore. And if you think this is just Coca-Cola, well, you keep telling yourself that. And just to be forewarned, I'm not going to do any spoilers because I know there are Star Wars fans who really do want to see this and don't want anything spoiled. So just remember, spoiler free. This film takes place at some point after The Last Jedi. They don't really specify. And ultimately, they're kind of on their last legs. The Rebellion and the First Order has some new allies and things lurking behind the corner. And Rey has to confront her past and ultimately stop the First Order and all of the dark forces that lie beneath. I owe George Lucas an apology. I've always crapped on his movies. I've given all of them a fair crack at the whip, for the most part. All the Star Wars movies, I've always said, you know, this one might be the one to win me over. The one that I will give credit where credit's due is Empire Strikes Back is a legitimately good film. But I owe you an apology, George Lucas. Because, you know, I always said that you were a kind of a generic and terrible filmmaker who didn't really know storytelling. Well, apparently you knew a hell of a lot more than whoever is making these now. So, yeah, you did better than them. Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is just simply a not good film. Is it a super, super crappy film? Kind of. It's not memorable. They go with the strategy that bigger is better. And bigger isn't always better in film. Sometimes simpler is better. There's actually a shot in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, where Kylo Ren and Rey are having a lightsaber battle around this ocean. That was simple, it was one-on-one. That was actually the most compelling part of the entire film. And it's not a majorly lengthy part. But this film is mostly just riddled with Deus Ex Machinas for the sake of Deus Ex Machina. For those of you who don't know, Deus Ex Machina means that things just kind of happen for reasons. And that's pretty much this entire film. It's like, oh, apparently they can just do that now. Oh, apparently all of these people were just here now. Oh, apparently this convenient thing just happened to this convenient person at this convenient time. That is this entire film. Nothing happens for a legitimate reason. Also, where's the camaraderie? None of these characters, I believe, are friends. In fact, I don't even think the actors in real life are friends. It looks like none of them want to be around each other. And you just have this awkward vibe. And they have so many of these moments, and we all know what it is. Everyone going, ooh, is Rey gonna bang Kylo Ren because of swole Kylo Ren in Last Jedi or whatever? I could never buy it, like, any of that when people talked about, ooh, them together, or Finn and her. Like, I don't buy any of it. The only thing I kind of sometimes buy is Poe and Finn being bros. Sometimes. That's about it. There was no chemistry. To Lucas's credit, 4, 5, and 6, Luke, Leia, Han, they all had amazing chemistry. And, oh my god, Billy D. Williams coming back. He was in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but god, he you could just see on his face that I don't know, it just looked like he didn't want to be there and he was phoning it in. There was no suspense whatsoever. There was never a moment that I believed that our heroes were in peril. There was never a moment that I was like, oh yeah, that character might struggle here. Oh, that's gonna happen? Yeah, of course that's gonna happen. They just it never went to places it needed to, and then it just turned into a CGI orgy. Actually, a fair warning, for people with epilepsy, you shouldn't watch this film because the beginning, like 3.5 to 4 minutes, I thought I was going to have an epileptic seizure because it's like they flash just CGI and crap at the screen and bright lights and it's like a strobe, but it's not supposed to be. It was weird. And I was sitting there going, what in the world is this? The movie is so blah and forgettable. Now, that being said, I will give credit where credit's due. The special effects were excellent. Very, very good. Like, wow, there were some shots that I went, that looks real. And it isn't what you think. It's not like with the space battles or anything like that. It's other stuff. But I won't spoil what they are. And I went, that's pretty impressive. I'm just going to say it. Since when did they get the cheat modes to God mode? Because every character just God mode. And even like Rey, I'm like, when the hell did anybody use that? Oh, that'd have been convenient a few movies ago. Why didn't the most powerful insert character here do this? Oh, right, because reasons. We're just coming up with it as we go. And that's what this film was. They're just coming up with it as they go. And, you know, J.J. Abrams does have the reputation of making series that aren't very good in terms of their endings. This is par for the course for J.J. Abrams because this is not a good ending. I feel bad for the Star Wars fans. At the same time, I'm laughing morbidly because I've been saying that these Star Wars movies have sucked basically since the beginning, or they're nothing special. And I'm right. But, you know, for the people who try and make themselves like this and care, I do feel a little bad for you because, wow, this is your new trilogy. Are you regretting the fact that Star Wars came back? Because remember when Star Wars was like dead and gone, and then all of you guys, when Disney bought it, were like, oh man, Star Wars is back! And now here we are at the end of the trilogy, and I'm like, what did we learn? Yes, as you can tell, I did not like this film. I'm going to be very outspoken about that. I think this is, of the new trilogy, of 7, 8, 9, this is absolutely the weakest one. And that's saying something because Last Jedi is a pile of crap. This film, Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker, is garbage. Alright guys, gals, and everything in between, what did you think of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? Did you like it? Somehow? And no, I'm not going to do a spoiler video for this because I'm done with Star Wars. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got plenty more videos coming to you. Love you guys.